this is Jill at Doric TV here at Maggie's Centre in Aberdeen. Little did I know that 1 year ago that I would be utilising the services of Maggie's in Aberdeen. I didn't even know that Maggie's existed. It does. It's next to the big ARI hospital in Aberdeen. The reason why I've had to come to Maggie's a year ago, my partner had been diagnosed with a myeloma condition. It is cancer of the blood. Our lives took a drastic shock at that news. Then you get the news, but after that, it's the treatment. So my partner underwent a treatment prior to lockdown. And now we're in shielding. We're still in shielding 6 months later, and I have returned to Maggie's today for twofold, is to say thank you to Maggie's for the support that we have received to date, myself and my partner. Partners included, because when you're supporting somebody, your loved one, your nearest and dearest partner, husband, wife, child, you need that support for yourself to carry on, to support them, to keep their spirits up. Maggie's, I came here, the door was opened, I came in, I was greeted in, I sat down at the coffee table behind there, and I'm quite emotional about this, and there began a journey for me to get my life back together again. Well, I'm going to show you around Maggie's here, this lovely place in the heart of Aberdeen. Not just the building, but also the people in the building and what the people do in this lovely building. Here we go. This is going to introduce you to Claire, first of all.
Claire, you're just saying you're not used to being interviewed. None of us are. Claire, the lovely Claire.
Yes, hi, my name is Claire and I am the Centre fundraising organiser here in Aberdeen. So yeah.
Claire, the concept of Maggie's, where has it come from?
So our founder, Maggie Jenks, and her husband Charles and her oncology nurse, Laura Lee, who is our CEO today, came up with the blueprint, which is the Maggie's that you see before you today.
And Claire, what does Maggie's do generally?
So Maggie's provides cancer support to anybody that has been impacted by a cancer diagnosis, from the individual themselves to the family, the friends, the colleagues. So we provide support like benefits advice, we have cancer support specialists, and we have clinical psychologists here who will provide any support that you require.
Let's take a walk around Maggie's.
Sure, of course.
Take us on a tour around Maggie's, Claire.
This is the living room, and this is where people can come to just to chill and relax, and they can take a quiet moment here to reflect. We also use this space for yoga and easy gym classes, which we just roll back the carpet and then people take over the space over there. So as you can see from outside, the gardens are very important to every single Maggie Centre. Maggie's Jenks was our founder, and she felt that nature was very important for people, and we've brought the environment inside in a lot of our centres.
Well, as well as the peaceful, serene atmosphere that there is in Maggie's Centre here in Aberdeen, there is also the innovative designs.
So this building is designed by Sonata, and every Maggie Centre is designed by a different architect. They all are completely different, but they have underlying themes. Centre is meant to make you feel at home and secure and comfortable. So it's very open, it's a lot of light, and there's a lot of actual laughter that you can hear in a Maggie Centre, which is not what you would expect coming to a cancer support centre. but it's a home away from home. So the Maggie Centre is open as normal. The only difference is you need to make an appointment. So we are available to anybody that is impacted by cancer.
Well, you know, when you're faced with a diagnosis as my partner was faced with a year ago, myeloma. What is myeloma? We now know what myeloma is. When we came to Maggie's, we realised that there was a great range of literature, you know, that we could pick up, we could read about the condition, we could find out about, you know, how we were going to work with this condition for my partner. And this literature is available for us to take home, but we need to bring it back again to the centre for other people to read it as well.
So in the Maggie Centre, as Jill has already informed you, we provide a wide variety of literature, not just information leaflets. We also provide literature on wellness. It's really important for people to be able to educate themselves and learn all about how to take care of themselves, because it can be a very challenging time. And here in the Maggie Centre, we believe passionately in providing a safe space that you can come to relax and unwind and get away from the hospital environment.
Well, this is one of the most important things about Maggie, is the fact that you can come in from the madness of outside and all the anxiety that, you know, that befalls upon you, and you can put the kettle on. Well, this last year, as I mentioned earlier, has been a wee bit of a whirlwind for myself and my partner. You know, nobody expects to get news that, you know, your partner has got a condition that there is no cure for, and it's drastic. 1 year ago, I had a job which I had to give up to support my partner, and that was fine. And in that year, also, my partner has had intensive chemotherapy and a stem cell transplant, which in itself is a miracle. It's a miracle. Modern day science, medical science, is miraculous, and there is hope. There is hope for a longer life for people, whereas 30, 40 years ago, that, you know, so all the time there is more and more hope. Miracles do happen, by the way, folks. Miracles do happen. I was a PSA in a school before I gave it up, as I say, to support my partner. And I also did a wee bit of videoing, which I thought to myself, instead of sitting worrying myself profusely, which wouldn't have helped any, I decided to get my creative skills going. When I came to Maggie's about a year ago, I saw this book, and I was highly influenced by this book. It's called Aberdeen, A New Perspective. Now, as people will know, I'm highly engaged in promoting our area here, and I got from this book a great idea. And what I've done is I've followed this book, but I've done it in video form. Whereas the Andy Hall, the photographer, has produced this lovely book of images and photographs of Aberdeenshire, I'm doing it on video. And the outcome of that has been Doric TV, which is on all mediums of social media. Now that is miraculous.
Well, one of the first ladies that you'll meet coming through Maggie's door is this lovely lassie here.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm a cancer support specialist here in Maggie's Aberdeen. As Jill says, I'm one of the first people you'll meet when you come into the centre, if you're looking for a bit of information and support on any of the aspects of a cancer experience. My professional background is in therapeutic radiography, and I used to work as part of the radiotherapy team at ARI before coming to work in Maggie's. It's a lovely environment here, very relaxed, and it's a nice place for you to come when you're visiting the hospital for any appointments.
Well, during this process of being out and about, it's quite a daunting thought for me to be out of shielding and to be here today. But Maggie's is a safe place, and we're under the constraints of keeping that distance, hand cleansing, and everything is here to make sure that everybody's safe. Now I know for a fact that Megan does a lot more than what she just said. Megan, you're a listener, aren't you? You're a listener.
Certainly am, Jill, yeah. Listening is a big part of my role here in Maggie's. During the one-to-one support, spend a lot of time helping people make sense of their experience. I also facilitate a lot of the group activity that's on the Maggie's programme, and the groups here are a lovely supportive environment. It's an opportunity for people who are sharing a similar experience to meet and share hints and tips, get a bit of information and advice at the same time, and it's a good opportunity to support each other.
Everybody in Maggie's here has a vital role, but I think one of the most important roles is of a good listener. When your life has been turned upside down and round about and you just don't know, you're stabbing in the dark, really. You're in a dark hole, basically, a dark place, and you're just wondering if there's any light at the end of the tunnel. But coming to Maggie's, you just come into another world. And the listening part, as I was saying, is vital, because you can let go of all the anxieties that's going on in your head and all the uncertainties that life is throwing at you. And you can come down, you can come and sit here, and there's somebody to listen. Well, we hope that you don't need to utilise the support of Maggie's here, but as in my experience, and in the experience of thousands of other people like us, and the many people after us, you never know. One never knows what's round the corner in this life. So, what can we do for Maggie's? When we need the centre? Well, indeed, it's what we're doing just now, is creating an awareness of it, and I'm filming it, and hopefully it just shares a little bit of insight as to what Maggie's is all about and what it can do. But also, I'm going to ask Claire in a minute what else we can possibly do.
So you can get involved, there's so many options out there. One that I did recently was that I actually hiked up Ben Nevis to fundraise for Maggie's, because it was something I've wanted to do for most of my life. We have Maggie's wide run campaigns you can get involved in. We have kitchen table day, we have virtual events that we're holding, and it's important as well to take this time to concentrate on doing something that's good for you and spending time out in the great outdoors. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it has given you some knowledge about what Maggie's does. We are here to support anyone at any age and that has any type of cancer. So if you or a loved one or anyone that you know of is impacted by such a diagnosis, spread the word about Maggie's, because we want to be there for you to support you through this difficult time. Thanks very much.